Alright, Shalom. Before I start, I'm going to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahushai, Bahasham, Rakakurash. Double honors to the elders and apostles, a great millstone, peace, blessings, and salutations to all the Akim wa Akwath, learning, teaching, and truth and sincerity. Alright, you know, to the left, you already know who's on screen, so you already know what this is about. You know, this young novice lifted up with pride, this clown of a man. You know, he's out here. Here it is once again, y'all. Another Passover is coming up, and this guy is wants to put himself in the spotlight again. You know, last time it was partying and strippers, and now he wants to talk very viciously of a man who was great in the faith and who is responsible for much of what we know, and that is an undisputable fact. All right, at this point, I can't tell if this nigga is a gangbanger pretending to be an Israelite or if he's an Israelite pretending to be a gangbanger. All right, now you have Alazar here, and who you're seeing him posed up with right here is fucking Monster Cody, a worthless scumbag Negro who helped, you know, kick off the gangbanging, especially and specifically down there in LA. All right, a worthless nigga. A scumbag posing up with gangbangers, but, you know, talking bad on men who did much work for Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. Despite Elder High Priest Ariah's latter years, all right, him losing his mental faculties and siding with Tazadakia, which is a sin, which is a mark on him. But you have to learn to distinguish. If you completely say that man was wicked and he wasn't nothing, then that means that everything that we were ever taught was a lie. And so then you have to ask yourself this question: if that man was wicked and everything, you know, about him was wicked and he was a false prophet, why would the Lord use a false prophet to wake up so many Israelites? Ask yourself that question. All right, this guy right here is a very bad example for the young men, and that's the whole point of this video. You know, I'm not even going to turn this into a curse out video. You know, I've been doing that all day off camera. Trust me, y'all. This is going to be a video for, you know, don't follow after this guy's example. This is why young men get a bad rap, because of a nigga like this. A young nigga who went and got a following and is using this truth for a cloak of his maliciousness. Alright, I'm going to play a video too. I'm going to get two scriptures real quick. Alright, because it's not like, hey, if you want to talk shit on Tazadakia, you know, be our guest. Alright, the false comforter. That man been a demon his whole life. If you want to talk shit, you know, on men who didn't contribute to this truth and her, you know, who have been complete, you know, fallouts, demons from day zero all the way till whenever. But to talk smack on someone who literally is responsible for much of what we understand now, it just shows what. And it's no wonder this guy didn't stay under the apostles of Great Millstone for too long. He's in that new age GMO young nigga spirit. These young GMO niggas don't have no respect, and I know, because I grew up with young GMO niggas. All right. The average I'll say the average Israelite male 35 and under has a horrible sense of, has a horrible sentiment towards any form of masculine leadership. All right, because the majority of these niggas grew up with a weak daddy or no daddy. All right, 2 Timothy 3:1, it says, "This know also, that at the last days perilous times shall come. For men shall be lovers of their own selves, covetous, boasters, proud, blasphemers, disobedient to parents, unthankful, and unholy." And though that verse 2 is what I really want to deal with. Disobedient to parents. All right. Those men, Elder High Priest Ariah, I'm not 100% sure of his father's title. I believe Elder High Priest Yaquab, King Masha, Abba Bivens. These were men who were set up over us. All right. And honestly, we wouldn't know nothing really about them if it wasn't for the apostles here at Great Millstone because the other guys from One West don't really talk about them. Nate don't go into that history. These other guys don't go into that history. All right. So to be speaking bad on them when you don't, personally know them, despite the fallout of One West, all right, despite the BS that was going on in One West towards its decline, the truth came out of One West, okay? And it's just like anything else on the earth. It's not perfect. We're in the physical realm. Nothing down here is perfect. No, since the fall of Adam, you can find any imperfection in any Israelite man. All have sinned. You take the good from the bad, and you look at a man, has his wickedness overweighed his righteousness, or has his righteousness overweighed his wickedness. And when you look at Elder High Priest Ariah, that man did much more for Israel and much more righteousness than he did his wickedness in the decline of his life in his latter years following, that nigga. All right. But when you're disobedient to parents, you don't care. Speaking, let's do this. Let me get another scripture right quick. I know it's where is that? I want to say it's Jude. Yep, right here, Jude 1:8. Matter of fact, okay, yeah, I'll start at verse 8. It says, "Likewise, also these filthy dreamers defile the flesh, despise dominion, and speak evil of dignities." You speak evil of proper leadership, of men who are set up. All right. You despise being ruled over. Eleazar directly despised being ruled over, which is why he separated from the apostles and went and did his own thing. All right. Because he's a fucking nigga. You's a nigga. The elder high priest Ariah was never in the world. He was born and raised up in the truth. Nigga, you was a little wannabe. The elder high priest never slid around Tacoma like a little bitch like you. You fucking... Ain't that some shit? Nigga, you was in the world. And you got the nerve to talk down on somebody who grew up in the truth. I couldn't imagine my waking younger years already knowing I'm an Israelite. You a son of a bitch. All right, Jude 1:9 now. It says, "Yet Michael the archangel, when contending with the devil, he disputed about the body of Moses, durst not bring against him a railing accusation, but said, the Lord rebuke thee." And this is a scripture right here, y'all, verse 9. This really goes over niggas' heads. Michael the archangel, he's one of the high holy angels, right? They were disputing over the body of Moses after his death. So obviously this is for him to learn this, Jude, right? This basically, this is a vision. He was shown this. This was revealed unto him through the Spirit. Michael wasn't, trying to run up and body slam and tackles. No, son. He simply said, Yahweh will rebuke thee. If it be the Lord's will, we gonna do what I want to be done with his body. May your counsel not stand. You could have, if you didn't like him, Eleazar, you could have just kept it simple. Said, look, I don't agree with him, doing what he did following Tazadakia. You could have made it a little 30-second video, but no, you want to curse and hoop and holler, and we're going to go get evidence. Here it is, you threw out a tribute for a filthy nigger named Coolio, for a worthless scumbag rapping nigger who promoted nothing but death to his people named Coolio. That's who you say rest in peace to? All right. Come on, man. Come on, Jake. Right here.
A nigga who got on stage and called Tazadakia the God sent comforter. Fuck Ariah. Huh? What?
Last night, that Coolio passed. And Coolio was Coolio is monumental to me, being that he's my first favorite rapper. So, I probably was 5 or 6 years old when Gangsta's Paradise came out. It was like the most amazing thing in the world to me. My pops, he worked at a record store. He worked at this record store, Penny Lane on Bridgeport, Lakewood, Washington.
Huh? What?
Y'all, like I said, y'all, this is why I can't tell if this guy is a nigga pretending to be an Israelite or if he's an Israelite pretending to be a nigga, y'all. That I'm thrown for a loop now. You bigging up Coolio over a man who was a prophet, who taught the truth, who literally taught the men that you learned from, you know? Like, hey, you use the example with David and King Saul. As much as Saul was doing David wrong, you know, David didn't curse him out of his mouth, nor did he try to lay hands on him. All right, and there's a difference when you're dealing with somebody who is. There's a difference between rebuking, you know, rebuking somebody. Like, I'm getting on you right now. You know, brothers are getting on you right now. All right, rightfully so. There's a difference between rightfully rebuking somebody and just being a fucking nigga like you're being. And you being an outright nigga saying what you saying about Elder High Priest Ariel. You's a motherfucker. You's a motherfucker. You worthless scumbag. All right? Unlike you, the Elder Hey, boy. Man, let me hold my let me hold my tongue. All right? Yo, sensitive ass. You and Hassad sensitive. All we gotta do is call you mamzers and you pussies will come running ready to fight. You fucking... Let this play.
A nigga who got on stage and called Tazadakia the God-sent comforter. Fuck Aria. A nigga who got on stage and called Tazadakia the God-sent comforter. Fuck Aria. It's that way tonight. It's that way tonight. Don't know.
Hey, keep that energy when the judgment comes. Is that way tonight? Keep that energy when your wives are dying and when your children are dying. Keep that same energy. Yep. Whatever angels is in charge of putting you the fuck down, they gonna may Yahweh Bashim Yahushai have them repeat that to you. We on that tonight, and then let judgment commence.
You call my phone about this shit neither. I ain't got nothing. Everything I gotta say, I'm gonna say on this video.
Yeah.
And I'm not even gonna say nothing. I pray every single day. You know, like the scriptures say, let God be true and every man a liar. Simply, you know, enable me, empower me, allow me to be a vessel to dispense your truth. Right? Guess somebody said something that said, fuck, you're fighting against for y'all to do it.
Ones and they represent anchor points just in my life and my growth and my development. You know, and you know, my earliest and most fondest memories, Coolio was the soundtrack of, man. So I just wanted to put that out there. I don't know all the details, you know, but you know, rest up, Coolio. You know, we'll see you in Gangster's Paradise, brother. All praise the Most High. Shalom.
Rest up, Coolio. We'll see you in Gangster's Paradise. Are you referring to the kingdom of heaven as a Gangster's Paradise? Are you? Y'all, man, I'm telling y'all, when I was at work all day and I'm sitting here, I'm like, is he being serious? You referred to the kingdom of, I'm assuming you're referring to the spiritual realm and the eventual kingdom that is to come to us as the Israelites. You referred to it as a gangster's paradise. In which what? So Coolio gonna be in the kingdom with his Tim boots on, sagging, you know, with a blunt and a couple black bitches scantily clad around him, you know? Man, y'all, I tell you, y'all, if I never want a nigga to not be alive. If there could ever be a candidate who has earned to go to the spiritual realm, you know, this shit's crazy, y'all. This shit's crazy, y'all. This is let this be an example. Young men, there's a reason why the Lord set men up over us, y'all, because this is what you're prone to. If you're out here to run freely, this is the type of shit young dumb punk niggas get on. Right here, very basic, but it's true. All right, it rings true. All right. Now, like I said, there's a difference between, you know, a righteous rebuke and just outright nigga, right? You know, so this, because you know, a scoffer will take this same script. Well, how come y'all get on Nate? Well, Nate will give improper breakdowns. So that's what, when you're doing something improper, you know, that's what allows us to get on you. All right. And at the same time, here at Great Millstone, we're very, I'm trying to think of the word. When a wicked nigga says something righteous, we'll give him his on that. We'll give him his credit on that. Like Vocab, right? Vocab did that little thing with Peter Moses, and he out his own mouth stated the fact that, Peter Moses wasn't an official Great Millstone member, although he may have been watching videos. You can't control who watches you and studies or follows from under you. And as much as we all hate that motherfucker, the apostles still gave him his credit for that. All right, but for you to be out here, you're not gonna cut the high priest no slack. How do you think your brain would be working when you're 80, 90 years old? You think you still gonna have your fucking senses, nigga? Alazar, man, come on, dog. Man, I didn't see my great grandmother. She deceased recently. Hell, my great granddad too. I remember them being younger. They still had their faculties, and as the years go by, they quite literally lose their sanity, enter the state of dementia, as it's known. My great grandmother didn't even fucking remember me when I went to go visit her one time for a split second. I had to remind her who I was. You couldn't cut that man some slack out of all the work he put in for us. All right, 1 Timothy 5:1, rebuke not an elder, but entreat him as a father, and the younger men as brethren. All right. So you're gonna have to eat all them words. You're gonna have to eat all them words. You are a bad example for the young men. Horrible example. Hey, and I'm with the opinion of some of the brothers. If Elder High Priest Ariel was back here in his heyday, in the strength of his youth, you wouldn't dare raise it. You wouldn't dare make fucking eye contact. You wouldn't dare. It's easy to get crunk on an older man, especially and a man that's deceased. You wouldn't dare puff up in that man's face. All right, his stories is out there. That man didn't have no problems whooping black people, whooping some behind of a goofy nigga. Alazar, you son of a gun. You are a bad example. You are a bad example of what it means to be an Israelite, especially what it means to be a young man, trying to prove himself. You are a horrible example to every Israelite, man. You are a horrible example of a man in general. All right?
But he feels the need to say what I'm about to play for you, so check it out.
There is better hope for Zaya Wade than there is for Ariah. Thus saith the Lord.
So according to this madman, I call him the Mad Hatter, he's saying there's better hope for a tranny. You know what I mean by a tranny? Than Elder High Priest Ariel. Well, he said Ariel. But it gets worse. Check this out.
Well, let me bring that back. Let me make sure I really lay that out.
Yes. Please bring it back. Please lay it out.
There is more hope for Zaya Wade. There is more hope for RuPaul than there is for Ariah.
There you go. See?
Man, hey, this dude, he's earning his judgment. I don't know what state dog is in. I think here in Cali or where. I wouldn't even want to live in the same state as dude. Whole judgment may just might hit that whole part of the patch of the planet that he's on, bro. That whole area where he stay might just be a big hole, Man, you are so and look, hey, wow, no coincidence. Underneath, that interview, it ain't even been a week. I did a video on this motherfucker not even a week ago, and he back in the Israelite news, man. You back talking, nigga. You didn't go on there and the apostles, their elders, when they went on TV shows, they was preaching nothing but the Bible and the truth. You went on there and talk nigga talk. Man, boy, I want to say so many things, but we gonna keep it professional. At least the mamzer gets mad, And I'll just get about one more, Not
likewise.
It's like not too many more, man. This dude, y'all, man, boy. This it's like honestly, I can't tell. Like, is someone paying you money to do these things, dude? Man, dude, 1 Peter 5:5. Likewise, ye younger, submit yourselves unto the elder. Yeah, all of you, be subject one to another, and be clothed with humility. For Yahweh resisteth the proud, and giveth grace to the humble. It says, humble yourselves therefore under the mighty hand of Yahweh, that he may exalt you in due time. And this man, he didn't want to be humble. He wanted to exalt himself out of time. He couldn't wait, you know. And ultimately, that's not a stead to be seeking of. If Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai wanted you to be an elder, all right, or wanted you to be somebody great, you know, you would have been born earlier. That way you would have came into the truth earlier. Now, does that mean to just be, don't apply yourself? No. But if the Lord wanted you up on some super pedestal, he would have let you be born in the 70s so that you could have been at One West and you'd be, on a higher level. But this man went and rushed his way to the top. And he ain't nothing but a fucking nigga. Posed up with Monster Cody. Let me show y'all who Monster Cody is real quick in case y'all don't know. Some fucking Monster Cody. You posed up with a jail gangbanger who self-admittedly took part in a homosexual. Matter of fact, let me show y'all something. See, this is what happens when you want to run around with these little hood niggas, these little hip hop, these little thugs, these little homo thugs. Don't forget that these motherfuckers they've been to jail, and it gets real freaky in jail. Let me learn y'all something. So what we done went to Reddit, right? This is something. This is only 24 days ago too. This is a picture from Monster Cody's book, right? Because the nigga Monster Cody, he went on to write books about his gangbanging days and all this and all that. Well, I'm gonna try to read this without them taking the video down. Let's see what Monster Cody describes one time an event he partook in while in prison. It says, light moments such as this tended to ease some of the stress that we were under. Once 8 or 9 of us were in a cell just telling war stories and joking around when someone claimed that he could ejaculate faster than anyone else in the cell. Well, this was cause for a showdown. Within seconds, everyone had their Johnsons out in their hand and was pumping away. The self-proclaimed champ did not blow off first and was clowned as just wanting to see our Johnsons. We threatened to urinate on him. That's some of the foulest shit I've ever fucking read. All right. So these are the type of activities one of his role models were up to. That's some man, hey, look, dude. You're probably not a man of the Lord, all right? You're probably not a man of the Lord. It's just as simple as that. You're infatuated with nigga culture, more than likely because you're a nigga. You just a nigga who can memorize some precepts. So you stand there and, post up with your friend that likes to circle jerk, and we're going to go about our business. Passover's coming up. We got things to take care of. Maybe you can go visit Monster Cody at his fucking grave and Coolio while you're fucking at it, all right? And give all praises to Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, Bahashim Rakakorash, the wonders to the elders and apostles, great millstone. Peace, blessings, and salutations to all like Akim wa Akwath, learning, teaching, truth, and sincerity. Shalom.